First off, we have 4 types of railing. If I go to the railing tool, we can take a look. You'll see we have the plain handrail, so that has no supports. We have horizontal rails, we have panelled railings, and we also have timber railings with traditional newel posts and balusters. Depending which one we choose, we have different parameters available within this custom settings of the dialog box. I'll take a brief look at some of these as we're going through. If I look at these types as they're placed on plan, then they do look different, but it's kind of hard to tell really what is going on with these until we take a look at 3D. So here we can see the handrail, horizontal rails, the glass panel, and the traditional type. If I now take a look at a stair, because that's typically where railings are placed, we'll take this and we'll add a railing to it. And the process for that is pretty simple. We grab the arrow tool or hold down shift and click, but we select the stair that we want to place the railing on. All we do then is go to the Cadimage menu, stairs, and we only have 2 options. The third option is help, but we can place a railing or we can update a railing if we've been playing with the geometry of a stair. So if I go for place railing, the railing dialog appears because we can choose what type of railing we want to work with. So I'm going to go with the horizontal rails because that happens to be selected. We have a number of options here. We have general settings. We have settings for the handrail. I'm going to make some quick changes just so you can see differences. We can change the newels. Go for an extended post. We can then look at the intermediate posts. There are none at the moment. Let's go for 2 intermediates, 45mm wide. The rails themselves, let's change these to rectangular, 20 by 20. And what we'll do is increase the number from 4 to 6. And then the final part is the simple settings. So if we want to have the handrail thickness or the centre line visible, there's also options here for the brake height, at what level it kicks in at, etc. The other thing to point out is if I go back to handrail, in most of these sections of the interface there are options here for the parameters for the surfaces. So the handrail, let's paint it to black, and there's also options here for the pens and colours for how this appears on plan and in section. I'll change the newels and we'll make these iron just for the sake of making a change. If I hit OK, the next thing that happens is the screen, it moved very slightly there, but if you zoom further away it's going to move further. What it does is zoom to the object, and then depending where you place the mouse, you've got the option to place the handrail here on the right hand side, here on the left hand side, or if you put the mouse towards the middle, on both sides. In this case I only actually want the right hand side, so all I do is click and the handrail's placed. If I select this lot and have a look at 3D, you can see what we've actually created. So you can see the different materials, you can see how it's actually anchored, and what I can do is always pick up, drop back into the settings, and if I want to I can make some changes. So maybe under general, what we'll do is we'll put a volute on the bottom, and off that goes and updates to show these changes.